Let's talk a little bit about the actual programs.
Sure.
And let's tell the people watching about the impact this program's having with the youth. Can you be specific?
Okay. We have probably about 200 different youth that we're in regular contact with through the school year. And those will be youth both from ODSS and Westside. Now, we have larger group that we connect with, but those are the regular kids, the regular 200 or so a year, and they can be involved on a number of different levels. One is a drop-in type environment like you see going on behind us, and then we have after-school programs. There's a Monday night program called Doorpost where we share a meal together, do small group stuff. We have some other very focused programming called Project Serve, which happens after school. It's also a small group format where kids learn to think outside of themselves, about people around them, about disadvantaged people. And that is an 8-week program. Level 1 is an 8-week program that leads to a trip to Toronto to experience homelessness on the streets of Toronto and interacting with people from different organizations who are serving the poor in Toronto. That can be a life-changing experience for some kids who've never maybe visited Toronto much other than for the big sporting events or concerts, to actually see people living and existing on the street with next to nothing, and being able to actually help them, get to know them, have conversations with them. That's one of our critical programs we find for exposing kids to, you know, the world outside of themselves. And every week we try to have an event on the Wednesday of the week to give kids something to look forward to over the summer break. So there'll be a hike or a trip to Wasaga Beach or a water park.
Sounds like a lot of effort to keep the programming at the level that keeps the kids engaged. Yeah,
well, it's more than worth it. Statistics show that for kids who struggle, for at-risk kids especially, it takes one significant adult investing in their lives to make a huge difference. And we often have multiple members of adults, both staff and volunteers, who are able to engage kids and give them the encouragement they need to get through a very tough time in their life.
You know, that resonates with me with what I do. The support I give to my clients, it's one-to-one, and I'm paid to be there. And so I'm able to give multiple hours to the clients. You guys, not so much. But to the point, that once a week or once a month for these kids, where they feel that one-on-one, it's significant.
Yeah.
I imagine some people watching might not realize that, might not think that, oh, can you really make a difference?
Absolutely. One of the greatest things to watch here is couples that come and volunteer their time. Because some of the kids come here don't necessarily have good role models at home. Like there's often one parent. But you know, the way our society is, a lot of marriages have broken down, and to see a couple functioning together here, helping out, serving food, being willing to hang out with the kids is sometimes a very good example for them.
You spoke earlier just about kids going to Toronto for homelessness, to experience that. How many of the kids that come in here are homeless right now?
The kids that are here tonight, there probably isn't any that are actually homeless. There may be a few who are at Choices, the youth shelter in town, so you can consider that homeless. We have found that this town has become very good at dealing with kids who are really at that level of need. Having Choices in town is a great thing. There's not a lot of towns our size that have a youth shelter. So there's always that kind of safety net for kids in our town. And there are a lot of organizations that care about kids here. So we are one of several that are looking out for kids who are falling through the cracks. There's also a great alternative education program at ODSS that looks out for kids who are falling through the cracks as well. And so yeah, the kids are out there, but they don't stay stuck for long in this town if they're willing to connect with the adults who are here who care for them. So,
how did you get involved, and why did you get involved?
I got involved when I moved back to Orangeville. I grew up in Orangeville. I had been living in Toronto for about 20 years and was raising a young family, and we just thoughts of how nice Orangeville was to raise kids in came up, and we moved back. I didn't enjoy commuting to Toronto for work. I was still working with good people there, but then a friend offered the opportunity to get involved here. We had a different location at the time, and just kind of my wife and I started volunteering, and it just became obvious this is what I needed to do. So that was 14 years ago.
So it sounds like it might have been a calling.
Yeah, you could say that.
You're being a little modest.
Well,
it's amazing what you guys are doing here.
Oh, thanks.
For sure. But before we go, what is there one thing people could understand that they could possibly do to help the kids in town, to help the door? What's the one thing that may be very simple that they can do?
Well, drop in and see us sometime if you want to meet us and actually see this stuff going on. You're welcome. We can let an adult come in and check out a program anytime. If you want to get involved or feel a call to help out with kids who need an adult like yourself in their lives, we can work through the whole process of volunteering, getting into volunteering, signing the
waivers sort of thing?
Waivers.
Right. And sometimes that seems a little complicated for people. That's a little one step too many. What if a business in town wanted to partner with you? Is there opportunity for that?
Absolutely. There's programs that we can take sponsorships for,
right.
And we'd love to promote your business too as much as we can. Sponsorships for our golf tournament. I'm sure there's still some openings there. Where your business can be put up front while the guys are out there golfing.
Right.
Guys and girls are out there golfing.
Are kids looking for jobs out of here?
Yeah. We often have kids looking for work. If you're willing to give a student a shot, and we can back them up.
Or offer them
the support
volunteer
they need.
As well?
Yeah.
So you talk about going to the Toronto for homelessness experience in life, get them out of the community, within their own community.
Sure.
I imagine would help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. John, great stuff. You guys are really amazing. It's amazing what's going on here. We got a lot of kids hanging out, playing some pool. We're going to let John go and rack them up and show him how it's done. Anyways, that's it for now.